22 years old. I'm from a little town called Muncie, Indiana. I grew up in a broken home. My mother died in a car accident, drunk driving, when I was just 5 years old, leaving me, my father, who was an alcoholic, and my big brother to fend for ourselves. At the age of 12, I had already begun my partying days, sneaking out all night and disappearing for days at a time, even while I was going to school. My father laid passed out, drunk, trying to cover up the pain from the loss of my mother. He ended up remarrying when I was 13 to a drunken addict who convinced him that I was the cause of all his problems. I was sent away for 9 months to a juvenile detention center for residential therapy. After I was released at age 14, my father gave custody to my grandparents of me, and I stayed with them until I was 17 years old. When I was 17, still in high school, I moved in with my dope dealer and ended up overdosing for the first time on Klonopin. That did not stop me. I was arrested in 2008, still using heavily on an armed robbery charge. My first NA meeting was during that jail stay. For the next 4 years, I spent my life in and out of NA, CA, and AA, in and out of jails, detox centers, Suboxone clinics, doing the methadone program, and abusive relationships. I found myself miserably addicted to heroin and meth, homeless, and bound to an extremely abusive relationship. When I look back on the last day I got high, I know now it is only by the grace of God that I stayed here in front of you today to share with you how I am living proof that there's nobody that's too lost for God.